Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at MOONRIVER. You want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Let's jump straight into the charts. Taking a look at the daily, you can see that we have a wedge pattern here forming on the daily chart. We're bouncing off of this ascending white support trend line and off of this ascending white resistance trend line. Two touches each. I'm going to point out those touches over here and over here. So our goal right now is to break above the white resistance trend line, perhaps retest $14.50, and from there we want to come back down and back test that area as support, just so we can confirm that this has flipped to our support. Moreover, we can even come back down to the 0.618 at $12.50 after we have that initial breakout. That's also a possibility. We could probably wick down below the white trend line toward the 0.618, just like we're wicking above the white trend line over here for the past few days, and just like we did that back in July, around 6 months ago. After that, I would be expecting a full-on retracement back to $17.63. Now, we do know that MOONRIVER likes these sudden pumps, and I've been keeping an eye on the holders for the MOONRIVER token, and I've noticed something after the dump that we had in 2000 and at the start of 2024 here, or rather at the end of 2023. So we were sitting at 520,000 holders. Then we dropped back down to around 50,000. From there, we gradually grew. And then in March, we had this massive spike from approximately 300,000 to around 870,000 holders. Now, I'm not sure how artificial this is or what is the backstory behind this, but seeing how we were growing here and then we had a massive pump in December, I am expecting another pump to occur this time around, probably the end of this year, right? We might have another massive pump for MOONRIVER. Now, the whales are holding 79.31% of the supply. That is 68 wallets. So 68 wallets have approximately 80% of the supply. And what this means is that you want to be paying attention to the whale wallets, and how you can do that. You can set up an alert in Arkham. You can use this platform to set up an alert for all of your wallets that you're following, and that way you'll be able to keep track of when the wallets are selling. So make sure to check out moonriver.subscan.io/account and keep track of the holders. If they start dropping for some reason, this could happen probably after the massive pump that we're most likely going to have. So if you see that happening, you might want to start taking some profits, or at least secure some profits. No one's telling you to sell your entire bag, but that's just a little on-chain metric for you to keep in mind. On the daily, going back to the daily just for a few seconds, the 1.618 here sitting at $30.60 is going to be our technical target after we break this level over here. So after we break the June 2024 high, we're going to be looking at $30.60 as our technical target. Now, the market cap is just $100 million, so I would say a 10x is an easy target for MOONRIVER, but we're going to switch over to the weekly. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. Now here on the weekly, you can see that with this pump that happened in December 2023, we broke above the August 2022 high and we reached the 1.414 Fibonacci retracement level, which was at $35. So you might as well use this opportunity next time around when we have this pump, and you might secure some profits, because for some reason I have a feeling the pump is going to be much higher. Now we do have to be cautious because the Polkadot projects and the Polkadot ecosystem are underperforming if we compare it to some other ecosystems and some other projects. So we cannot just blindly be super bullish on an altcoin just because we're holding it or just because we want a nice shiny number to be met. We have to be realistic, and at this point in the market, I cannot say that MOONRIVER will be retesting its previous all-time high. At the very start of the bull market, you know, back in 2023, maybe with this pump, if we hadn't corrected this much, or at least if we pumped higher, we could have been potentially talking about a $300 MOONRIVER token. But I want to, and I like to stay conservative. So we're going to be looking for our first major target, which is going to be around $86 over here. So this is going to be based on two things. First, the local top from April 2022. That is going to be a very, very important resistance. And this is also the second Fibonacci level on this retracement that we've got set up. And this one is set up from the bottom in October 2023. And the top here is from August 2022. So that's our fractal that we're using. 1.414 was retested, and then we came all the way back down to the 0.382, wicked slightly below it, and now we're building back up. We're already above the 0.618. So ideally what we want to see on the weekly is we want to see a major breakout with some volume confirming that breakout. We want the 55 EMA to cross with the 20 EMA, so that bullish cross on the weekly that we could have potentially had here, but we didn't. That bullish cross is going to be your confirmation of the bull market for MOONRIVER, and after that I would be expecting a very bullish, 4 to 6 months period for this project. But then again, be careful. If Polkadot does not perform well, then we cannot just blindly assume that MOONRIVER is going to be, doing a 50x move out of nowhere. So just keep that in mind at all times. Don't be overly bullish just because you're holding the coin. If we take a look at some of the oscillators, if you have a move like this at this stage in the bull market, you might as well start taking some profits off the table. If you have a very, very strong and quick parabolic rise like that, you want to secure some profits here. If you start rolling over, you might invest a little bit of that profit back into the project to see if you can have another move to the upside, which likely you'll have like two massive spikes. The second one's probably going to be lower on the RSI, even though on the price action it could be higher, and that is going to be a bearish divergence that you're going to be seeing on many different charts, as well as probably Bitcoin, and that will be your bear market signal. So that will be your signal of a potential correction coming very soon, that bearish divergence on the weekly chart. So keep an eye out for that. The stochastic is approaching the overbought, or rather we are in the overbought already. So I would say entering right now is not the best thing you can be doing, because we were giving you entries all the way back here below, $5. That was a really good time to enter, and I mean, you could have traded this perfectly an 11x move to the upside. But entering right now, you're going to have less potential profit, but it's still relatively early, right? You're up approximately 3x from the bottom. So it's not doing too bad. It's doing definitely better than Polkadot and some of the other Polkadot projects like GLMR, but it's not doing as amazing as some of the other projects like Solana or Injective or Near Protocol. Let me know what are your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what are your targets for MOONRIVER. I'm holding, I'm in profit. I think my average is around $7. So I'm sitting at good profit even right now. And hopefully we can at least get to $86 before the year is over. That would be amazing. And probably in January, we're going to have a massive spike in the altcoin market cap. But again, let me know your thoughts. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.